Previously on Talk That Talk.
People started playing Bear and series and all of those cadences in the South, and he truly revolutionized drumming from the southern part of Louisiana all the way to the Mississippi. And most of his students that he teach become the section leaders, not because they're being biased, was because they was cold kids. So that's all I'm saying. I grew up where that molar technique, that southern run, where when you battle somebody, it's dealing with rolls and not really chopping. And then that developed over some time later, because real talk, we was on either Southern, Jackson State, or TSU, if you just want to be honest, coming from Louisiana. And most people really like TSU because they really was funky at that time. And most of them cadences, we played that in high school. So that's just my cup of tea on all of that. But shout out to schools like Lane that never really get talked about, because Lane College is a cold, Bloody Rain is cold, bro. People don't talk about them either. Virginia State, I like what they be doing, but I just feel like when it comes to the East Coast drumming style, nobody can touch MD, but I feel like they limit themselves to a certain degree. Respectfully.
All right. I hope Rick is happy with your response. That's all I'm gonna say. All right, Cushion. You got it. After Cushion, I'm gonna let the first guest in.
Bet. All right, so first song parts, J State, Goats. Can't be touched. That looks beautiful. My dog, get away! I'm on the podcast. Your hair is beautiful, lady. Okay, but sounding like the song, J State. Love what y'all doing over there. MEAC versus SWAC. I'm gonna be totally honest with you. It's all about entertainment, or who entertains you, and it's all about setting. I think $1 Million Funk Squad, A&T, a couple other schools on Virginia State. You put them in a floor show setting, a winter guard setting. They gonna kill. They gonna shine. But then put them in a situation like we had in Mississippi, face to face, back and forth. I don't think they'll be able to stand a chance. Again, playing wise, they cannot be touched. I mean, I feel like they play more for drummers. They're playing for percussionists, and to be honest with you, like that's not what everybody wants to hear all day, every day. I feel like SWAC schools, we have a good mixture. We're playing for the percussionists, we're playing for the crowd, and then the other thing, just like you said earlier, it's all about settings. Look at how the band is structured. It's 1,000 horn players, so that means we're gonna have to really be pushing out some watts when it comes to certain things. So I'm riding with the SWAC because because it's just a mixture. It's the total package versus most MEAC schools. They've just playing for the percussionists, and there's nothing wrong with that. It is not anything wrong with that. I love what the $1 Million Funk Squad, I think they just came to Houston. Not I think they did. They just came to Houston for the Battle of the Bands. From a percussionist standpoint, no, I don't think anybody in the building were playing, at their level. Super clean, nice. It was just, boy, all you heard was crickets. People just wasn't really entertained by it.
Can I pose a quick question for you, Kush?
Come on.
All right. So I like the analogy how you was like, in this setting, if you put them in a setting where, I guess, like if they were competing, then it would be good. But if you put them in a setting where it's face to face, then you will probably have to ride with the opposite style. But how do you feel somebody from the opposite style would be if they had to compete? Because it's like everybody always wants to say, MD is boring, it's refined, but it's boring. But nobody ever talks about putting those other style groups in a setting where they have to be at a higher level. Why not?
Now, that's good. That is a very good question. But again, it's all about preference, really. I mean, it's really not a right or wrong answer on, who's good, who's not good, it's not a right or wrong answer. It's really all about preference. I just feel like in the SWAC, they're a little more aggressive. You can see it on the face and you can hear it versus, East Coast, they're more finessed and, so again, it's all about preference. It's all about preference and settings. So again, you take a Norfolk, you take them to, like I said, the WGI or whatever, a floor setting. They gonna shine because it's a crowd wise, it's a smaller setting. We can detail and we can lock in on everything that they're playing versus what doing it on the field. It just didn't do it for me. So that's my 2 cents. I'm riding with the SWAC.